And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now the former 1,000-yard man for the Dolphins, Lamar Miller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to float this one. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes, add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny, I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Right back to Drake. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to run this with a tight end. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got Snead. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Throwing now is Breeze. Setting up the screen for Miller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
No, check, Patriot!
They stay on the ground with Drake. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
There hasn't been much to crow about when we talk about defenders in New Orleans in recent years, but Cameron Jordan certainly is a guy that we should respect.
Is he what they will kind of build around on that line?
Yeah, they have to, because not only is he a good player out on the edge, he can work inside a little bit as well, but it's his leadership and his passion for the game that they'll really utilize.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I like that about Trubisky. Has some calm in the pocket, some good presence, despite the fact only 13 starts in his college career and an entirely different style of offense. Remember, he played that spread stuff while at North Carolina.
This is Williams, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They send Stills in motion. On on first down, Drake. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Play action. Now Trubisky. Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. On the toss, here's Williams. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 15-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a 2nd straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Breeze going to throw. He finds the tight end Harbor, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got the 1st down and more past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A good pickup there, a 22. Saints were the best team in the NFL on 3rd down last year. 49% conversion rate. Helps when you have Drew Brees back there.
It certainly does, because he is just so analytical in everything he does. Goes through every progression on every snap in practice. So not much surprises him on game day.
Lamar Miller, touchdown, New Orleans. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And shedding through the tackle. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off the game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On second down, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They begin with a run by Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Breeze to throw on second down. Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 2nd and 5.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. No, check, Patriot, Patriot. Here we go. Leopard. Detroit, here we go. Detroit. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. His throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Detroit! Hurry up, go! Over! Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Fights loose. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit. All right, now, Leopard. Detroit.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A first down carry now for Miller. Room past the 20. And he loses the football a second time. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Defense showing blitz. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Breeze. They go screen. This is Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll let it fly in the direction again. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now it's Trubisky. Out to the left here to Reed. A gain of 6 there on first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Fairley. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Here we go now. Look at 56.
Now Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Trubisky. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top, as we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Oh, little 360. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? The offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen.
Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Mark Ingram. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And out come the Dolphins now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. It's hauled in by Doxson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now it's Trubisky. And he finds the tight end, Reed. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And now running right through him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Watch him now, Barney.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Trubisky will throw. And he has Carew. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Second and goal to go now. They'll run it now with Smith. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Welcome back now here in London. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. So the D-line's gonna spread out. Now Trubisky on third and long. Flushed out right. Looking for his tight end Reed, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He's at the 40. past the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down, Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Reed with it over the middle. Give them 6 on the play there. And it's 1st down, Miami. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They go play action with Trubisky. Rolling to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. And the D looking like they may blitz. Here's Trubisky to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go now. No. Check.
They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now let's go. Here we go now. Green, 39, Philly. Here we go. Here we go. All right, now look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Leopard.
third down, here's Williams. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Damian Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Trubisky looking middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A handoff, running left is Miller. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, it's Ingram. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play. And
that's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 58 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves.